Hi everyone, and welcome to video 6 for ASLI Food Project. I hope you've enjoyed all of the videos that I've made so far. Really, they've just been practice for me to understand how to hold the camera, what kind of shots to take, and the whole video editing process so that I'm more comfortable with it while on the road and that I'm faster. And now I feel ready. So if there's anything that you want me to showcase or to feature in one of my videos, just let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely try to do it. At the end of this video, I have a very special announcement to make, so stay tuned in. If you haven't heard already, the very first place that I'm going to go is Sulawesi. I've always thought it looks like a starfish, you know, the arms just kind of floating around. Some people seem to think it looks like an orchid, but I'll stick with starfish. In my most recent blog post, I explain why I decided to choose this island as my very first trip. So if you haven't read it yet, just go to the project's website and you'll find out why. But I wanted to use this video to talk about my itinerary and kind of what I expect to find where I go. And if you've ever been really traveling in general, but especially in a developing country like Indonesia, you know that the plans that you make usually don't turn out the way you want at all. And I'm definitely ready for that, but I still made myself a loose itinerary just so I can kind of track myself as I go. So when I leave tomorrow, I am gonna head towards the northern peninsula of Sulawesi, and I will fly into Manado, the second largest city, and I'll spend a few days there, taste the cuisine there. I've heard it's super spicy and kind of lots of different kinds of meats to eat there. So I'm interested to see what that means. And after that, I'll go to Tomohon, which is a more mountainous region, so it's a lot cooler there, kind of like the Bogor of Jakarta or the Bedugul of Bali, and find the markets there, eat the food there, probably see more agriculture going on there. And from there, I'll go more west and head to Moro Inding. I've researched that this place is called the Kitchen of East Indonesia because most of North Sulawesi sources from there, and their produce even gets sent to Maluku or to Papua. So I really want to see the kinds of things that they grow there and what kind of soil is there and really what the farmers are doing over there. From there, I'm gonna go more west and head to a national nature preserve that's been set up there because it is my guess that the villages in and around this area really forage and utilize the plants around them, maybe almost on a daily basis and in more ways than just cuisine. Maybe in a medicinal way or for building or, well, no, uses that most of us don't even know about. So this is my kind of target area to visit for wild plants and things that kind of only grow in this part of Indonesia. After that, I'll head to Gorontalo, just because there's an airport there. And from there, fly all the way down to Makassar. Makassar is the capital of the province and the largest city in Sulawesi, so I'm expecting to find all varieties of cuisine from this region and just eat. And after that, I'll take a very long bus ride and go up to Tanah Toraja. Probably take about 8 or 9 hours to get there because I hear that is the only way. This region is probably the most famous part of Sulawesi because of its culture. The people here have a very unique funeral ritual. On a personal level, I want to visit it and see it for myself because I've just heard so much about it. essentially the people who have passed on still stay among their loved ones or with the living after they have passed away, and either stay in the house or kind of on in caves on the cliff sides or the hills of this region. It sounds very interesting. I don't think anywhere else in the world does this, and this is why so many people go there. And I want to go, but also to kind of see what's the produce, what's the cuisine. This is the most west and central of Sulawesi I plan on going, so I want to see what's different there. What kind of foods are they eating? What kind of plants are they growing? Yeah, what can I find here that maybe I can't find anywhere else? And after that, come back down to Makassar, go to the airport and fly to Kendari in South East Sulawesi. This region is known for their sagu. Sagu is a type of palm that has a starch that you can extract from it, and it is apparently more nutritious than rice, and it grows naturally here and is a real source of potential income and sustainability for life for the people in this part of Indonesia. And the only other place that really grows this much sagu is in Papua. And this part of Sulawesi is number 2. So when I'm there, I want to go find a farm and see how it's grown, see how it's processed, and kind of see the food that's made out of it. And very excited for that. And then after that, I want to visit some of the islands to the southeast of this peninsula. It's home to some nomadic cultures that live primarily on the water, especially in the chain of islands called Wakatobi. This culture, I've heard, is kind of fading away because most people are just moving to land. But it's really interesting. These people live on the water, sustain themselves from the water. So I'm very curious about the food, the cuisine. Of course, most of their ingredients are coming from the water, but how about plants? How about vegetables? What are they eating? How do they get it? Do they barter for them? Do they forage for them? How often do they go to land for it? I think it's really worth finding out and investigating that when I'm there. So from Kendari, I will most likely take a boat to Baobao, and from Baobao to Wakatobi, and yeah, spend a few days there. And after that, find my way back to Makassar and back down to Bali. I'll probably spend about 4 to 5 weeks doing this. It's pretty open-ended, and I don't know, but I'm just ready. I'm ready to start traveling, and I'm super excited because I have been talking about traveling for so long. I've spent so many months just researching, promoting, just setting things up, and now I'm finally gonna travel. And this is really the bulk of what this project is about, so can't wait. But on the other hand, I'm a little nervous. You know, I've never really done traveling like this. Just kind of let fate take me wherever it wants. That makes me a little scared. But transportation, for example, is going to be a little tricky because trying to get around rural Indonesia is notoriously difficult. So there's going to be a lot of bus rides, probably a lot of motorbike rides, maybe renting a motorbike and just driving around. But I am counting on the hospitality of the Indonesians and being invited into kitchens, into homes, to stay, to eat, to learn. So I can't wait for that part. How is my Indonesian? Well, sekarang bahasa Indonesianya sudah lebih baik. Saya masih perlu banyak belajar, tapi untuk sekarang cukup untuk bertahan. Itu yang paling penting. Yeah. I still have a lot of work to do on that level, but I know while I travel, it's just gonna get better because I will have no choice but just to practice with what I know, and it'll just get better. I anticipate a lot of awkward and difficult situations because of the language, but it is all part of the adventure, so let's just let it happen, right? I hope that you've already been following the project on Facebook. If you really want to see what's happening on a daily basis, really seeing the day by day things happening, follow the project on Twitter and on Instagram. This is going to be the best way for you just to kind of track my activities. All the links will be down below in the information section. And the special announcement. So I am happy to say that I and the project will be part of the UBUD Food Festival for this year. The festival is going to take place April 13th through 16th, and I'm going to be using this trip to Sulawesi to kind of talk about in the 2 events that I'm going to be in. So just there's a link at the bottom to the UBUD Food Festival website to see how you can get tickets to attend. So if you live in UBUD, you have no excuse. If you live in Bali, you also have no excuse. If you live in Indonesia, then just take a weekend holiday to Bali. If you live somewhere else in the world, then also take a holiday to Bali and come to the food festival. Come meet me, come talk to me, so you can really hear one-on-one how the project is progressing and the plans for it and my next trip. Yeah, it should be a super fun event, so please come. And yeah, so I leave tomorrow. And yeah, just wish me well, follow me, leave comments to encourage me, let me know what you want to see, and I'll try to get that on video or in any of the photographs. And yeah, wish me luck. Selamat Jalan. And see you in Sulawesi.